I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. You sound like Poopy.
No, I just couldn't figure it out. I don't know what happened. I went to answer the call and it declined it. So
Di-
whatever. We're here now.
You were sounding like Funnel Cloud Charles there for a minute. I thought
Really?
I thought you were straight in the middle of a tornadium or something.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know. I apologize for delaying the start of this, but oh my stars, I don't sleep well these days. So I had to go get one of those energy drinks. I got a Bang. You ever have a Bang?
No, no.
Ah,
I got coffee.
sweet. Well, I'm totally banging it up right now. That's what I'm drinking. It's really
That
great.
sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Start your morning with a bang.
Well, that should be their tagline. How come it isn't?
If it isn't, then they're surely missing out.
They don't have a broad genius like Tommy on their side, that's for sure. I don't sleep well these days. Like, I saw a picture of myself the other day, and I had these dark circles around my eyes like a mask. It, I was really one black and white striped shirt away from looking like the Hamburglar.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't own any more striped shirts like that. You made sure of that. You made me get rid of them, Tommy. You stripe shamed me on this very program, and
That stripe shamed you, huh?
yeah, I could have been strutting around like a real classy zebra. Oh, but oh no, that life was denied to me.
You got rid of all your 5-year-old boy shirts?
I, I grew up into a real live man now. I'm a man. Did you know that about me?
I did not know that.
Well, I am. Get on board. That's the life I'm living.
Keep telling yourself that, boy.
Oh yeah, why don't you turn off notifications on your fucking phone?
I don't know how.
Okay, well, fine. Why don't you bang some more shit too?
Oh boy. Yeah, this phone is like junk. It doesn't work.
Oh my god. Are you fighting a velociraptor in there?
No, my phone just don't work anymore.
Oh, cool.
It's old.
You're old.
Try to do something and there we go. I think. Alright. You there?
Yeah, here I am.
Okay.
Oh,
No, my stupid phone, like, it just freezes like every time you try to do something.
oh, cool. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy, lie around and fret about the world all night. That's what I do. That's why I can't sleep no more.
Mm. Well, you've been working through this, huh?
I have. I went into a Buffalo Wild Wings yesterday, a B-dubs, which is the hippest way to say those words. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I was having a takeout order. You ever take out an order? It's the
Yeah.
best way to do it.
Yeah. Actually did that there the other day and my kids did it there yesterday. So.
See? So I walk in there and there was this family in there, this family all maskless. On account of the fact that they were all shoving chunks of dead bird flesh into their greedy maws. You know? Yeah, that's right. They were monsters. There was like 8 or 10 or 100 of them. I couldn't even tell. Just this entire ant colony swarming and carrying away all this food. So I threw tear gas in their general direction to disperse their socially undistanced crowd there, you know? And I was really...
Well, if you don't have to socially distance if you're a family, right?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't trust my own family like that. I mean, they look like they had like distant cousins and I don't know, half brothers and who knows where those people have been, where they've been crawling around. So I was really pondering those folks last night. And I know what you're thinking, Tommy. You're like, Randy, why are you afraid of the virus? Why do you have trouble falling asleep? Do you think Freddy Covid's going to appear in your dreams and get ya? COVID's going to get ya? It's a great boogeyman of our time, this corona. Right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, my God. There's some that might believe that I'm a whining ninny for being so concerned about some weird sickness that just started existing.
No, but you've worked through this, so I figured you'd be used to it by now.
Oh, I'm shell-shocked by all the stupidity because when it first happened, you know, all the people were friendly and folks actually walked up to you and said, thank you for your service. Like you were an important lad. but
You miss being on top, huh?
I miss being the king of the world there, because now I feel like we've dropped even below the lowest level we've ever reached, because people are extremely rude now. Just the worst.
I can imagine. Yeah, I don't really go anywhere, but if I had to, I could imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the old people that are the worst. They
Oh, they love it. They love to say it's the young people, so that's funny.
well, they've really stepped in the game into being crotchety. They're like, oh, this virus. Those young people invented this virus to kill all us olds. Now we're gonna get our revenge by being angry.
Yeah, they're just letting it out. All that pent up anger they've kept in for the last 30 years of not being in their midlife anymore.
Tommy, you ever tell an 83-year-old woman that you're out of cherries at the store you work at? My God, you might
I
as
bet
well.
you it was all your fault.
Oh my God, you might as well stand naked in a blast furnace. Man.
What old Ellie have to say?
Oh, who can tell? I block out the painful memories. I mean, I get enough skin peeled off my ass every day from these fuckers that I don't need to dwell on it, you know? I'm not bitter.
Oh, getting beat up by the boomers, are you?
Oh, okay, boomers. That's a phrase.
Yeah, yeah. It's not as annoying as calling everybody Karen, though. I don't really get that. I mean, I get it, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's kind of lame.
It was real cute for a little bit, but we're over.
Yeah, it was like we were in 2005, and everybody says, "Okay, yeah," like a million times because they're Lil Jon.
Yeah, I heard somebody do that the other day, so it must be.
That's awesome. Did you time warp?
I must have time warped.
All of a sudden, it was Harlan at Bubba's Roadhouse.
I really wanted to put my hand on his shoulder and say, "Son, you need a personality upgrade because your pop culture references are no longer trendy."
That's great, though. I'm glad somebody's keeping it alive.
Someone's keeping it alive. I don't know why, but they
should have just looked at him and said, "We need more cowbell."
Right.
That would have been relevant with the times.
Yeah. That might have been a little bit obscure, perhaps. I don't know. Who can tell these days?
Yeah. Okay.
But I need these sorts of events happening in the world, Tommy, like this virus. I need stuff to keep me in check. I mean, can you imagine dealing with a Randy that's reckless? An unhinged Randy.
Randy.
Yeah, reckless Randy would be no good at all, you know? I mean, I lie awake at night because I certainly don't have any faith in these yahoos that are running for president to fix things, you know? And then I was like, well, if Tommy ran for president, he would just have panic attacks all the time, and that would never.
I'd do that anyway.
Yeah, I know, much. Right? Imagine having to make a real decision. Fuck. What would you do? Holy cow.
Yeah, I made a few real decisions recently. I canceled all my comedy shows, so that was a real decision.
Oh, how do you feel about that? Good,
real good.
You feel real good, huh?
That's the right choice, yeah.
Yeah, chucking 10 years of work down the drain. Fuck.
Well, I mean, I'll go back to it. Everybody that I canceled with was super cool and understanding. It wasn't like they were like, okay, fuck you.
Yeah, well, no, they wouldn't do that, you know? That's unprofessional. The professional thing is to talk shit behind your back, you see.
Yeah, right. Well,
welcome to the entertainment.
To act like it? Yeah. No, they were cool. I only had to talk to a couple agents. I only had a few shows, so it wasn't bad.
Cool. Maybe I can go into business with you when you go back. Like we could be a duo. I'll call myself Benny Punchline and tell real awesome jokes like oh, back in my day, you know.
We didn't have to wear masks.
We didn't have to wear masks, you know? Like, God, back in my day, having unsafe sex was, you know, raw dogging some bitch behind a dumpster. Today having unsafe sex is kissing on the first date. Am I right?
Yeah,
Right?
you've been working on these.
Yeah, I'm Benny Punchline's my new cool character.
Benny Punch. I like it.
Yeah. He's
I like
he's he,
Benny.
he's a hilarious dude.
Can he replace Randy full time?
Randy Fulltime, I don't know who that is.
That's you.
Oh, I'm Randy Fulltime, huh?
Yeah. Well, can Benny be full time instead of a character?
Oh, I can be highly obnoxious for an hour. Don't worry about that.
I know that's right.
But then I think, Tommy couldn't be president. I probably couldn't be president either, and I'm going to tell you why. I could never run for...
I know why.
Why? Tell me why, Tommy. What do you know about me, huh?
Because you have too many jobs already.
Okay, you're right. I wear many hats, I need to scale back a bit, right?
Renaissance Randy.
Oof, workaholic is my name. So I could never...
Okay.
Whoa, huh? So I could never...
Go ahead and tell the people why you can't be president.
I'm trying to. You keep talking over me, you son of a fucking bitch.
Give us your non-campaign speech.
I will give you my non-campaign speech. I'm going to admit that I was wrong in the past. Can you believe it? That's what a mighty sir I am. I'm going to admit.
I mean, I believe you were wrong.
Oh, how could you believe that? I'm always right. But this time I may not, because I could never run for office because of my highly shady past, Tommy. I don't think I ever really talked about this before.
Uh-oh.
But back in my elementary school days, I kind of helped run an underground illegal goods trafficking ring on the playground.
Oh, what? Tell me more.
Yeah, I was the Batman Card Kingpin of 1991. This is true. We helped funnel around all sorts of illicit wares in those days. Me and my associates. Yes, I had associates, Tommy. That's how serious this was. It all started with grocery store sour balls. We would go to
yeah, I remember those.
Hell yeah, you do. Quite an illegal buzz we were peddling to our peers at Central Elementary. They were these big gumballs, but sour. And there's nothing that a little shit kid likes more than some sour balls. It's a test of endurance. Like, how many balls can you fit in your mouth? What kind of face will you make with those balls in your mouth? The
best thing is not telling them they're sour.
You can't tell them because you wanna see that fucking reaction. Like, the first taste is free. That's how you do it, Tommy. You like that?
It's like a sweet tart.
Oh, you are a sweet tart, sir.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. We would walk around flashing a big plastic bag of the stuff and be like, "You got some interest? This is that good shit, yo." And it was going well for a while until finally, I shit you not, an announcement was made because kids were actually going home sugared out of their minds, and parents found out that they were getting all these sour balls, you see, and spending their lunch money on them. So the sour balls were banned from the playground, so we kind of stepped back a little bit. We turned to other things, turned it more into a complex network of trade. So we would trade action figures for basketball cards or baseball cards, trading cards for comic books. Sometimes things got really tense, Tommy, and comic books were traded for action figures,
Wow. Okay.
Can you imagine the negotiations that took place? Whew. Holy shit. But one day, we got pinched because my associate was highly careless. His name was Troy. Yeah, he was Troy. And he was like 6 foot in the 5th grade. And he would carry around a big duffel bag of comic books, cards, and action figures. Just all this inventory that we were trying to spread around. And believe it or not, it actually seemed to look suspicious to all the authority figure types on that playground that this large mammal would be dragging around this bag everywhere he went.
Like, Troy doesn't study.
Yeah.
Those books.
Wait a minute. Something's fishy here. So they tried to take away his stuff, but Troy was teary-eyed and a big kid and red-faced, and he screamed at them with his mild speech impediment that they couldn't take his stuff. So instead, they had Troy call home to his mama because Troy was reckless, I think, and that's why I walk around respecting fear a little bit. I have a respect for fear, Tommy. That's what I learned from Troy. He was too reckless. That's why I can never be unhinged, Tommy.
That's a great story. I didn't know that you had such a wild past there, Randy.
But here's the bottom line of that story. Troy also found fear too, because he narked on some other kids.
Oh man!
In our complex network of trading, but he never ratted me out because he knew, wow. Tommy. He knew. Drop that beat, D-boy.
Put it in. We're drinking summer shandy on Thursday. We so motherfucking out here, though. We never been this out here. Woo! So strange when it's changing the speed. What you know about Leonard Skinner? The whacker the intro, the hotter the verse every time, baby. Well, I've been working like a working man do. Got my act together, gonna walk all over you. Pressure pushing down on me, pushing down on you. Shit, let's raise the roof. Woo! About time, it's the era of the rebels. Cloud 9 in the air up in the vessels. Generation fearless, got a taste for weirdness. Flow on fire, that's the way my beard is. Hard times, jump starting the grind. It's all good, y'all. Things fall apart sometimes. Let it go, let me know when you're ready, though. Don't push me, cuz until the edge I'm close. When the time comes, ride for something. Or live to be 9 and then just die for nothing. Speak their heart, your baby, speak their mind. And I'ma play their part, and I'ma freak that rhyme one time for you. Rhyme one time for you. I'm an island, man. There ain't nothing else by me, man. And I drink enough whiskey to float a battleship around this bitch any motherfucking how. Wow. I'm up in a mission place to be.
Welcome to the Miserable Retail Slave Show. We're coming to you from the Pod Shack outside beautiful Flint, Michigan, USA. I can't even say the name of our country anymore. My name is Randy.
It pains you.
Yeah, it does pain me. My name is Randy. Tommy's over there. How is everybody doing today? I hope you're just peachy keen, all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so peachy keen. Thank you all for listening, tuning in, etc., etc. We're getting this Tomedy train back on the tracks here, you know? What? Excuse me?
I said choo.
I don't even say wow. Let me start over. I don't even think you're saying your catchphrase right. Much the same way I didn't even say that sentence right.
Choo, choo.
There we go. I like that. Ambition.
No.
Got to put a little unction into it, you know?
Yeah.
You got to believe. Yeah. When you are chewing, you really got to believe it. You got to sell it, sir.
You're right. Yeah, I ran out of steam.
Joe, see? That's why he's a comedian. You see what he just did there? See, I mean, Joe Fickle in the audience, you know, he's standing there with his little arms folded and he's all harumphed. You know, he's like, I don't want to have a good time. He's never going to believe that he's going to have a good time if you don't really sell your chews, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
It is true.
I get it. I did do a show a couple weeks ago, and it went really well. And I think that kind of helped me, like, cancel the ones that I had coming up because I realized, like,
nothing will ever top that.
Comedians. Mm-hmm. What's that?
Because nothing will ever top that because you did really well, and you're like, and on a high note.
A few comedians that I talked to were like, "Oh, it's terrible, you know, getting back out there. It's so hard." And, you know, I sucked the other night. So I was all nervous, but I went out and I did it and it went really well. And I was like, all right, well, that was like 5 months of not doing it. So I just, yeah. And, you know, I mean, I have some family members that could get really potentially sick from this. So I just, you know, I got home from the show and I was a bit nervous. There wasn't the best social distancing was not happening, and there were no it was all outside. But
yeah,
so after the high from the show wore down, I was like, maybe. Yeah, I was pretty freaked out for a few days. So I was like, yeah, maybe I should just stop doing this because it wasn't like it's been, tomorrow will be 2 weeks. So, apparently, hopefully, knock on wood, I didn't get anything, but just the anxiety of possibly, it was just too many people for me. And I was like, yeah, I don't need to be around big groups right now, especially people I don't know. But it was fun. I realized why I have done this for the past 10 years. And even I realized why I even did it when I sucked at it. So it's the thrill of it all.
Yeah. I mean, things are different in the entertainment world these days with this thing going around there. Like wrestling doesn't have an audience, so that's weird.
Yeah, baseball has cardboard cutouts.
Baseball has cardboard cutouts. But
did you see Bernie was at one of the games from Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah, I did. That was pretty good. I like that.
Yeah.
But you used to not having any crowd, so you excel, and I applaud you for that. I do.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I started taking real estate classes because I figured,
holy shit,
it's just something I've always wanted to do. When I was 19,
you have. Fuck you, you have. You've always wanted to be a real estater.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
When I was 19, I'm going to tell you the story.
Okay.
When I was 19, I took this expansive test. It was at I was at Mott, and it was like some test to see what career you should do, and it was long. It took me like a half hour to fill out and everything. And I remember it wasn't like one of those, like those internet tests that we have nowadays that takes about 30 seconds and just caters to your answers. This was like a psychologically trained. Actually, I think it was for my psychology class, and it came back that I should be a real estate agent. So I always had that in the back of my mind. I like meeting people, I like helping people. And real estate, it turns out they have a very, very moral and ethic code that you have to follow. And if you don't, you get in trouble. So it's a lot different than selling motorcycles. That's for sure.
Okay. All right. Let's do a little exercise here. I find it highly humorous. Let's do a little exercise here, sir. Why don't you sell me a plot of land?
Randy, this would be the perfect plot of land for you. It's just you. You're never going to have anybody. You're always going to be alone. So look, this is a very small part. It's going to cost you like $40 a month, Randy. You can put your tent right there. There's a creek right over there that you can go piss and shit in. It's fine. Don't tell the neighbors. Ha, 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 ha. The party store's right up there. You can ride your bike. You can get a couple 40s, put it in your little basket. I seen your basket when you pulled in. And then, you just take it's everything you'll ever need, Randy. How about that? How is that? You're sold, aren't you?
Does it have any raspberry bushes?
I'll get you some cherries for other people at the store yelling at you.
Thank you. So with this moral and ethical code that you would somehow develop in your head, would you, so if you were trying to sell a house, right, and you really needed to pay the fucking bills that month, and a man was murdered in that house, would you tell the people that a man was murdered in that house and quite possibly that house was haunted and, oh my God, this might be Amityville Part 15 if you move in?
I would, just because I'm very interested in that stuff, as we all know. But you don't have to. I studied that on my last test. In Michigan, you do not have to disclose if a person was murdered in the house.
Fuck. How many?
Which, yeah, doesn't really seem moral or ethical, but there's a lot of things. I mean, if you don't tell people certain things, you can definitely lose your license. But that is one thing that you can leave out.
I would want to know if Pennywise the Clown was haunting in one of my closets or something. I would want to know that.
Specific.
Well, I like to be specific. When I was growing up, because my mom and dad loved to torture me, I guess, when I was a little baby boy, you see, and in my room, they had some creepy-ass picture of a clown that they had hung up.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and it's like some famous painting, I guess. I don't know. I think
Was it the sad clown?
No, it was a smiley, kind of weird clown looking thing. It freaked the shit out of me. I had nightmares about it. A few years ago, Polly Walnuts actually found it on the internet. that same picture and was like, "Hey, wasn't this the picture on your?" I want to say that my parents still have it somewhere, like down in the basement or something, where it belongs.
Like a Norman Rockwell painting or something.
More like Norman Bates. Ugh.
That's awesome. I'm never afraid of clowns. That was one thing that, I mean, the older I get, the more I'm afraid of clowns, because I'm like, why do you want to have makeup all over your face and dance around? I don't get that. But I mean, as for being a kid, I was like, hey, that guy's funny. He's trying to be funny. That's kind of cool.
I started watching a shitty horror movie the other day because I watch shitty movies because I have a shitty movie podcast called Someone's Favorite Movie. Hey, why don't you download that? And I started watching this. I'm in a big horror kick right now, like slashers.
Yeah,
and
me too. Okay.
I started watching this movie from the mid '80s called Blood Harvest.
Oh, that sounds good.
And Tiny Tim, you know who Tiny Tim is, right?
Yeah.
He plays a slasher clown in that movie, and he is so fucking creepy. Like the movie, I've only watched like 10 minutes of it, and I can tell it's going to be the worst, but he is so legitimately creepy in that I was like, ooh. Because he was legitimately creepy even without the clown makeup. Like,
sure.
I never understood the appeal of that screeching loon.
I think he passed away, didn't he?
A few years ago, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, speaking of creepy and crazy stuff, I am talking to an author right now who is writing a book called Ghost of McKinley Road.
I did
Randy,
see that.
Tell the people what road I live on.
You live on McKinley Road.
Dude, it's like the highlight. This is the highlight of my life.
Like
this is amazing.
You actually haunt McKinley Road. Like I do. You drink spirits on McKinley Road.
I do. I do. That's. I did a lot last night. Yes, and the night before. So
you are going to be a ghoulish poltergeist or Babadook that haunts the dreams of children from years to come on McKinley Road. In fact.
Yeah, well, this dude, man, I'm telling you, he grew up right down the road from me. He lives in over by the Lansing area now, and he's written other books, so that's cool. He's a good writer. He believes that from a few miles south of me to a few miles north of me, both sides of the Flint River is all Indian burial ground, and
just like in Poltergeist.
Yeah, and he believes that the Sauk Indians roam, and he talks to them. So I talked to him quite a bit. He seems, at first I was like, whoa,
wait,
but he's like super cool.
He talks to roaming spirit Indians.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. Okay, I have two questions.
Yeah.
One,
it's really cool. Like he's really good at the history. I've looked up a lot of stuff that he's told me, and it all checks out, like about the people in the area.
May I ask my questions now?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize the fan in the hallway was on. I'm going to get some coffee, Randy. I got to get my coffee to be able to talk to you.
God damn. Question number one, Thomas. How can we, and maybe this man knows, how can we turn you into a ghost to haunt all the lands? How must I murder you to ensure that you haunt the road?
Tomahawk to the head, or any axe kind of thing, but make it swift. I don't want to suffer.
What about a boomerang? I've always wanted to learn how to throw a boomerang, and I would imagine it makes a satisfying thunk across your big head if I were to throw it in your general direction.
I would think so. I would think so. Hey, it's like Funnel Cloud Charles here.
Yeah, it is, and I'm sick of it.
Okay, I got away from the fan.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that'd be all right. If that's what you want to do. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to tell the beloved that there's people after me now.
Well, I'll have to practice with a boomerang, because you can't just get a boomerang and throw it at somebody and expect it to hit somebody. Like, I got to practice on smaller mammals first, probably, to get my accuracy down. You know.
Yeah.
Question two. Can we have do you know this man well? Can we have him on the podcast for like Halloween?
Oh, I don't know him well, but I've been Facebook messaging him, and I would think he would probably be interested in that. We talked a little on Saturday about beer and Montrose, just in general, when we graduated. He said that he knew he liked me, and I seem part of the tribe. So we're gonna have some beers soon. So
Oh my God.
he seems pretty cool. He's gonna give me a tour of the nature park where I go jogging. It used to be every day. Now it's about twice a week.
Mm.
And that's like his main focus is the nature park, because that's they have trails that go down to the Flint River there, and he said that's where he sees most of the Indians anyway.
Oh my God. Yeah. We
I think he'd probably be on. I don't know
why
if
not.
I don't know how he's an older man, but I think he's probably okay enough with technology. He's not super old, so.
Well, if you can figure it out, I damn near believe anybody could, huh?
That's true. I'll give you that.
God, I can't wait to see you in a suit and tie selling houses.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. You don't have to do that anymore.
Oh,
Just wear whatever you want.
Okay. Well, you're gonna be.
I mean, just a dress, probably a black dress shirt, and my black empowerment jeans.
You're gonna be shaking hands and kissing babies and really selling off parcels of land. What a future! This is great.
I don't think I'll be doing it that much. I mean, hopefully it will just be like you only have to sell three properties a year to keep your license active. So I'll probably just shoot for that.
Of course, the bare minimum, the lazy man's job. Good, great, it's perfect.
Hopefully once this takes it'll be about a year maybe before I could get into it. The schooling is quite extensive, so I'm just kind of chipping away at that a little bit, and then I think I have until mid-January to finish this part of the schooling, which is like 40 hours, and I think I'm at like 15 hours maybe, so I'm doing all right. And then after that, you got to do some more prerequisite stuff, and then you take your exam, which they say about 60 to 70 people fail the first time, so I'm looking forward to failing the first time. And then you take it again, and they say usually people pass on their second time. So sounds pretty good, huh?
Oh man, sounds like the best.
But hopefully by then comedy is back up and roaring, and then I can just pretty much focus on comedy, and then hopefully find a realtor that will, like a broker that will be like, okay, yeah, you can work part time. That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm Tommy the Comedy Realtor.
Nah, I ain't the only one. There's a lot of them.
Well, I know this wasn't your original idea, so.
Well, like I said, I took that test when I was 19, and it's always kind of been in the back of my head.
One time I took an IQ test, and it said I had an IQ of 242, so I must be Elon Musk, huh?
You're musky, all right.
Yes, I am. I can tell that people are getting more comfortable with this dumb virus thing, because I see more and more folks out in the wild.
Yeah. I would say before quarantine, I was let's say, like, I think people know, like, if you've been listening, I was in the middle of March. I was out in Minnesota when all this shit went down, and I thought I was going to be stuck in Minnesota for a while, but they let me come home. And
thank Christ, because Michigan needed you.
The Harley dealership asked me to work a couple days that upcoming week, and so I went into work for the first 2 days, and nobody was wearing masks at that time. I was sanitizing everything, but I've always kind of did that anyway. But I had like bottles of disinfectant. I was spraying shit down, and I was kind of keeping away from everybody. And that was even before they said to. I remember I was talking to this one guy, and he was kind of rough. And every time he would come to my side of the motorcycle, I would move to the other side of the motorcycle. And I don't know if he ever caught on, but it was a little song and dance we had going on there for a little bit. But
he probably caught on when you started hissing at him like a kitty cat.
Like, I'm just gonna go stand by this motorcycle, even though we're looking at this motorcycle. No. That's what I wanted to do. But 2 days, and then they shut us all down, and then the mask things came out, and I was pretty good during the actual quarantine, the stay at home, stay safe thing, where we had to do that for like, what was it, 2 months or a month and a half or whatever. And then when people were like, it's fine to go outside, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Yesterday it wasn't, but today it is. That doesn't make sense to me. And that's been kind of weird to, but I went down this morning, I got some coffee filters, and I wasn't nervous at all. So I guess it was good. course, the cashier wasn't wearing a mask, as they never do anywhere, even though it's supposed to be a mandated thing.
Really?
Oh my God! There's I see so many people, and both the workers at the store this morning didn't have it on.
Well, that's they're supposed to.
Mm-hmm. Well, they had it around their necks,
Oh yeah. Well, maybe they've got one of those trach holes or something. I don't know.
What's that? Oh yeah. No, I don't think so. Because I've seen them quite a few times in there. So I don't know. I'm just used to people not wearing them now. But I will tell you, I was supposed to go meet with like a big boss realtor guy, like a broker,
big
guy
boss realtor,
and I canceled on him because I just I don't
shit.
know. And I asked him if we could meet outside, and he said no.
Oh shit!
I was like,
you don't.
He said, "Don't worry, our masks will be 6 feet apart, and it'll be only me and you in my office." And I was cool with that for about 10 minutes, and then I called back, and I was like, "Yeah, that's not gonna happen."
Oh, you don't fuck with big boss realtor. Damn it, Tommy.
Yeah, I mean, he seemed cool, I mean, as soon as I told him I wasn't coming, he couldn't wait to get me off the phone and didn't really care about my explanation. But
yeah, absolutely.
He seemed all right. He told me to call him when I'm ready, and so.
Well, I've been seeing more and more people out and about, and I'm kind of thankful for it because I drink in all the awkward, weird moments.
Sure.
I mean, these are the moments that give me the reason to give a hoot about ever interacting with society at large. Ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I was at the gas station yesterday checking out, and some person walks in with this red hair, and there was another person at the slushy machine with blonde hair.
Yeah.
And the blonde-haired person started freaking out. Freaking out, and said to the person with the red hair, "I love the fact that you're straight up ginger. You're nothing but ginger."
That's great.
That's amazing. And the red-haired person said, "Oh yeah, I'm a ginger." And the blonde-haired person said, "This is all real. You can't make this up." The blonde-haired person said, "I am so jealous. I've always wanted to have red hair, but it never looks fierce like a true ginger."
It doesn't look all devilly and evil like it does on you, Chucky.
Oh, my God. It was so awkward and weird. I've been waiting the entire pandemic for a moment like this. And and the red-haired person says, "Yeah, I have all red in me." And the other person goes, "I have all blonde in me." And then she goes, "Where'd you go to school?" I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck?
Ginger Academy.
Yeah, Ginger Academy, where I learned to embrace the true gingerness of my gingernity. And
home to fighting red hairs.
Yeah.
What a weird compliment, huh?
Yeah, I mean, "I have all red in me," she says. I'm like, are you two flirting right now? What is happening? What is going on here?
I take it this is a woman-to-woman contact?
Well, I don't want to speculate. I'm not sure. I couldn't accurately. I don't tell. I don't want to offend anybody, so I don't know. But
okay.
I just know there was red hair and there was blonde hair and there was a lot going on, and that's all I can report on.
Slushy machine bringing people together. Look at this.
I mean, harmony. That's what the world needs, is more slushy machines. Let's gather around the universal. Excuse me. Let's gather around the universal slushy machine of life, and embrace our differences. Okay, she has all red in her. You have all dirt in you, Tommy. It's okay.
I'm all dirt. Yeah, all dirt. I had to tell you, I took my kids to Taco Bell the other day, and they wanted a Baja Blast, I guess it's called.
Oh yeah, it's one of those weird flavors of Mountain Dew that only exist at Taco Bell. Taco Bell invented their own flavor of Mountain Dew. Can you even believe it?
That's why they're number one.
Yeah. Innovators.
Actually, I don't think they are. I think they're probably second to McDonald's, but hey.
I would think so, yeah.
So I'm ordering my one kid's in the passenger seat and my older kid's in the back seat, and I'm ordering for them. And I said, "Yeah, Baja Blast," and the lady said, "We ain't got the slushy working." And I said, "What?" And she said, "We ain't got the slushy working." And I said, "Okay, yeah, just a regular Baja Blast." And she said, "We ain't got the slushy working." And I said, "No, just the regular Baja Blast." And she goes, "I told you." And then my 14-year-old leans over me and goes, "Just give me the pop Baja Blast, okay?"
Really?
And then the lady goes, "Oh, you want the pop? Okay, yeah, we can do that." So we didn't want the slushy.
Yeah, well, listen.
Assume it's the slushy, I guess.
The Taco Bell clerk did not speak old man, only snarky teenage angst, okay? She didn't understand your language.
And then I took my kids there about 3 a.m. the other night because I was up and they were up, and they were like, "Hey, wouldn't it be cool to take us to Taco Bell?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Sure, why not?"
And you're still trying to score those stepdad points. You're trying to, every chance you get, stepdad wins again.
Oh, always.
Right?
And so we get to the Taco Bell, and I'm ordering soft shell tacos like they told me. And the lady says, "We ain't got no beef." And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "You want chicken or steak?" And I was like, "Steak, I guess." And I said, "You ain't got no beef?" Like, I couldn't believe it. And I'm like, "Why are you open? You ain't got no beef."
You should have said, "Now we're going to have beef because you ain't got no beef. You got a beef now, sunshine."
She said, "What you want, chicken or steak?" And my 14-year-old was like, "I ain't nothing." And the 16-year-old was like, "Yeah, I'll take the steak." And I was like, "All right, I guess steak." And then I said, "We'll take 2 Baja Blasts, the pop," because I learned to say the pop.
Right.
And she said, "The pop machine ain't working."
Jesus Christ.
I said, "You don't have no beef and you don't have no pop?" And she said, "Nope." And I said, "Good night." And I drove off.
What's happened in our local neighborhood Taco Bell? Why is it such a rundown shack over there? They just remodeled. They ain't got no pop. They ain't got no beef.
I got the nacho box last night, and it was good, so I guess they're back on track.
Why don't you run to the border and fix your shit, Taco Bell?
That's a humor or non-humorous story, I guess, about Taco Bell happenings.
There was an entire summer in my youth when I was like 18, and I had Taco Bell every single day that summer, and that's not an exaggeration.
You just turned 18. You got to flex that freedom muscle.
Fuck. You can only eat like a goddamn pig once in your life like that and not pay the price. And
I've been doing it, and I've been paying the price. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I've been eating terribly.
Well, you are terrible, so it fits. Speaking of terrible, here's a valiant citizen I saw at the retail paradise that gainfully employs me the other day. His name, as far as I can tell, is Brettski.
Okay. I like Brettski.
He must be a fraternity brother because he had Brettski on the back of his black tank top. With some bullshit number. I can't remember what number. And
probably 69.
It wasn't. It would have fit, though, because on the front of his bullshit frat brother tank top, it said just the tip.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I'd like to give.
He probably walked around chuckling at everybody.
Yeah. I'd like to give you just a tip, young Squire Douche. Don't be a tool. Huh? I mean, do you think that's hilarious? Do you think you're some amusing comedian or humorous citizen? I mean, what's up, brother? Here's what I hope for you, Brettski. I hope you fall in love, sir. I hope you get married. I hope you put a couple of babies in your wife. I hope you're so happy as your baby daughters grow up to be teenagers. And on their 16th birthday, I hope someone shows a picture of their dear daddy dumbass wearing a Just the Tip t-shirt. And then I want to know if that killer gag is still a knee slapper to you, you overgrown wart. That's what I want. That's what I want, Brettski. That's what I want.
That's good. You wish him Brettski well.
I wish him a happy life, full of regret when he realizes what a callous tool he was.
You're a good man, Randall.
I'm a stellar citizen is what I am. You know? I'm really a top-notch fella here.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'd say so, too. Yeah.
Not many people would, but I would.
Oh, not many people would, you say to me. God. Tommy, it was the anniversary of your Lord and Savior Elvis's death.
Yeah, well, my Lord and Savior.
Did you hold a seance in his honor? You know,
I did not, but I did realize that I did have a few of his songs stuck in my head yesterday, and then I saw on Facebook. I'm like, well, that's why he was calling out to me.
Did you?
Hey, Tommy Thompson.
Yeah, did your little spooky friend talk to him on his anniversary or something? Maybe.
And I messaged Leo, but he never messaged me back, so I don't know.
He was too busy sobbing, all day. Tommy used
Leo's our Elvis impersonator friend, by the way.
Yeah.
People.
He was also the lead singer of your band one time.
Yeah, that's very true. Leo and the Libidos.
Jesus Christ. Let's do a brief history of all of Tommy's bands since I've known you. You were in a band called Coastline with two of our friends, and that nearly fractured the group because of egos at the lead singer level. Yep.
Definitely, and I was the drummer, so
yep. And then you drummed in a band with a bunch of 15-year-olds about and they sang songs about hating soccer. So that was fun.
One was 11.
One was 11.
He was 11 at the time. I was like 22.
What was the band?
Yeah.
Quiet Drive or something? What was it? Blood Drive.
We were a Christian rock band.
Yeah, you were. That hated soccer.
We played at this Christian rally at Jackson Lumen Christi High School in Jackson, Michigan. And we got these like 3-song EPs made up. And the kids went insane. We had to sign so many autographs that day. And it was funny. I had to leave I drove separate from the band because I had to leave early to go get drunk at Mr. Dave Baldwin's bachelor parties.
Absolutely, you did.
Came from a church rally to the bar. And
then after that, you were part of Leo and the Libidos. So that was a thing. And then
switched to Double Down, which is the dumbest name ever, and we didn't keep it very long, but that's what one of the guys wanted.
And now it's Breaker, right?
That's true. Breaker.
When's the last time you folks have practiced?
It was March. We were practicing just about once a week, maybe every other week. It kind of got crazy there for a minute with how busy everything was right before this happened. And I was out of town a lot because I'm a big famous comedian.
Yeah.
And I still can't say it with a straight face. That's how good I am at acting. And so we went, I would say at least once a month, but we shot for once a week and didn't play out too much. But we're in talks of getting together soon.
Oh, a reunion! Holy shit!
Kind of like what we did in this podcast.
Yeah, right. Well, we've got this is our 3rd episode in the bank now, so I can start releasing them. I think. Do you believe in the Elvis conspiracy theories? And
No.
Why Elvis? Was there something mystical about those sideburns? Why do you think Elvis is the man that's he's still alive? He's transcended death. He's like our new Jesus Christ.
A lot of people that like Elvis really like Elvis. And I think, people understand that. I think everybody knows somebody that really likes Elvis. And
I feel like if you like Elvis, you just have to go whole hog into Elvis. That becomes your entire identity.
Some people, it's wild. My parents like him a lot. They have a lot of collectibles, but they listen to other music and stuff too. And I think they don't have any conspiracy theories. He died on the shitter, and that's what happened. He got hooked up with some drugs, I guess. And died on the shitter.
Not a glorious end to.
People don't want to. People don't like to believe that. And then I think that's where the conspiracies come. They don't want to believe that their Elvis became addicted to pills. So.
I don't think they care about that. I think it's the fact that he died so ingloriously on the toilet.
Yeah, that too, but I mean, Elvis is very against drugs, very, very against drugs. So far, so much so that Nixon made him honorary DEA. He had a badge and everything.
Yeah, but he did that so he could have more drugs. That was the whole point of that.
Well, yeah, I mean, but he also didn't believe that. He believed that if you got your drugs from your doctor, then they weren't illegal.
Oh, I see. Well,
so I mean, I think he truly believed that. I think he truly was against illegal drugs and was for legal drugs. I think a lot of people see it that way.
Okay.
So.
I think, people have a problem with the fact that he died on the shitter. Like, if he had spontaneously combusted in a concert, people would, like, be so happy and like, oh, my God, that was fitting, you know?
Yeah, he floated to heaven right in front of us.
Yeah, he ascended. Did you see, so Charlie Daniels died a few weeks ago, or a month ago, or whatever.
Yeah.
Both of your favorite bands, Tommy, have released covers of The Devil Went Down to Georgia, which used to be one of your staples in karaoke. Like,
yeah, I would say if karaoke ever comes back, it will probably still be a staple of mine. Sure.
Yeah. Both of your favorite bands have released cover versions of it. Nickelback and Korn both have cover versions of.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know if I want to ruin my day, but I might have to go listen.
Well, yeah, it's pretty amazing in both counts. Like, boy, sometimes I love shitty music just because.
Yeah. Does Jonathan Davis bark some of the lyrics and growl and shit?
Not really. He definitely sounds like Jonathan Davis though.
Which is, oh God, I could never understand how people were into Korn. I always thought that maybe they were just into Korn because it was like their parents weren't into Korn or something. You know, I'm like, there's no way anybody really likes this shitty band.
I would say that the superior cover version is probably the Nickelback version, quite honestly.
Yeah, I mean, Nickelback they're very good at being generic rock.
Yeah.
That's just the problem is that they're just generic.
Yeah, but they got some guest on the song, and they're in the middle of the song where the line is "The devil went down, something, sell your soul to I don't know, whatever." Right after that, this dude plays this bitchin' guitar solo. It's amazing, and it really sells.
Probably where the fiddle solo goes.
Yeah. It's a guitar solo instead, and it's amazing. Or maybe it's electric fiddle or something. I don't know. Whatever it is, it sounds pretty cool. So that elevates that version, in my estimation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to go see which one I hate more. That sounds like a fun thing to do this afternoon.
Yeah. Would you ever sell your soul to the devil to tell the perfect joke, Tommy?
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
Maybe the perfect story.
Oh, maybe the perfect story. What would be the perfect story, I wonder?
A perfect story would, it would have a precise beginning, middle, and end, and at least one callback, and then everything at the end kind of wraps up and brings the beginning, makes the beginning make a little more sense. I think that would be. That's how I try to write them.
Oh, I see. That was
story the other night, and you didn't respond to me.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I put it up on Facebook, and people were like, "This is amazing," and then I was reading it, and I was like, it's kind of lame. And I just kind of wrote it, really quick, and I was like, "Yeah, this isn't good." But some people really thought it was good, and I thought it was pretty. I would say RL Stine-ish, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not really." The twist wasn't really what I was hoping for it to be. So
you really need to go back to being a poet, because your Bob the Builder thing or whatever it was. Really,
Bob the businessman.
Bob the businessman, yeah. Ooh.
It's Bill the businessman.
Yeah, whatever. It was really a work of art. You should frame that.
I gotta find it somewhere. I probably threw it away.
Oh my God! How could you throw something like that away?
My millions, my treasure chest.
Oh fuck! Well, you recited it on the pod, so I will create an audiobook version of it and distribute it freely.
Make millions off me. Don't tell me.
The word of Tommy must live on.
That's right. Absolutely. Yeah, can we have Tommy live on too, please?
Well, I don't know. I will be like Johnny Appleseed and like spread the seed of your poetry all throughout the land.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully it's not posthumous. And now that we're talking really macabre now, that's weird.
Yeah. No, it's weird that you said macabre, and it's also weird that I said I'd sow my seeds all over the nation, so that's weird too.
Yeah, it's getting awkward.
It's getting crazy. Hey, did you know that I'm a real cat daddy now?
Oh, wow. A real cat daddy from Cali, baby?
Hell yeah, I am. Except from Michigan, though. I am the proud father of a kitten.
Are you serious?
I have a kitten.
Wow, what'd you name your kitten?
Zoe.
Zoe.
Yeah.
Okay.
In retrospect, I probably should have named her Catmandu, but Zoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can change it.
I share custody with my girlfriend Pookie, whom I adore, and she is the gold standard of kitty greatness. This cat.
Wow, you guys are really taking a giant leap. You're becoming pet parents.
Pet parents. Well, and it's the perfect cat child, because this is the level to which all other felines should aspire to reach. This COVID kitty. She is a calico.
All right, I like it.
And she's teeny tiny and adorable. And she is the most well-behaved kitten that anyone's ever seen in their lives. And
of course.
What? What do you mean, of course?
You'd have anything else now, would you?
No, I would not. My kitten needs to fall in line, goddammit. I don't need some wild ass
that you've had before that you've killed for not listening to you. This one's making it through.
There's a burlap sack and a pond next door with their names on it if they don't behave.
Oh, God.
That's a joke, people. I love all the critters.
The baby.
Yeah. So this kitten, unlike me, seems to really like people. So that's a thing. She doesn't go run and hide. She actually enjoys the company of others. And it's probably the best thing to ever happen to this world, this kitten.
Wow,
yeah.
Randy, you're getting soft.
No, I'm not soft. She's got razor sharp claws. Don't you dare.
You up, huh?
I'm training her to be an attack kitten as well. So if you dare have a loose tongue, she'll slit your wrist with her mighty talons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Killer kitty.
Yeah. But she's sweet,
Zoe, okay.
Yeah. Zoe the miserable retail cat.
I like it.
I like going around saying I'm a cat daddy now. My dreams have all come true now.
Okay, yeah, are you gonna become are you gonna have like triplets and quadruplets and all those?
I could be a crazy cool cat, man. Pookie already has like 3 cats though, so it's already out of control. There's an entire pack. However,
so this is the 3rd or this is the 4th?
This is the 4th. However, you said, oh wow. She's not gonna appreciate that. They're never in the same room at the same time. So it never seems like there's a whole herd of them.
It's just like every room you go into, you get like a cat statue like hanging on the counter.
Yeah, you're like, oh, bonus cat. Cool. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And they're all pretty good? You like all the cats?
I think I get along with the cats all right, yeah. I think we...
they talk shit about you when you leave?
They might. I'm not sure. I don't care. As long as my precious Zozo's on board. Yeah. I've trained the miserable retail cat to be a shoulder kitty. So she'll climb she'll climb on my shoulder and
like a parakeet.
Yeah. While I walk around, she'll just kind of crouch there ready to smite my enemies.
All right.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. She's like a pirate kitty.
Yeah, I have a picture of her on my shoulder. I should send it or post it or something.
There you go. Show off.
Yeah.
Show it off.
Show off that kitty, You got a cat, you flaunt it.
There you go. Proud dad.
Proud cat daddy. Drive to Cali, baby.
Was that Florida-Georgia line?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Like Cat Daddy from Cali Baby.
We really crossed the Florida-Georgia line this episode, though. We thank you all for tuning in and downloading it to your favorite internet-enabled device. If you have a spare sec, go to that Facebook.com. Join our miserable retail slave group. I'm going to start posting in there and all that garbage. We've pretty much taken the entire summer off, So
yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, it's been fun not doing anything, right?
Absolutely.
Succumbing to nothingness is always the way to go, I think.
Right. That's where I'm living.
Yeah. You can follow me on Twitter at mretailslave. Instagram is Real Retail Slave Podcast. Go ahead and friend Tommy. He might be telling a joke or selling you a house at some point.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah, find me on Facebook. Join our Miserable Retail Slave Podcast group on Facebook, too. Sorry, I had a coffee burp in the middle of that one.
Oh, my God. He'll try to sell you a house, but he won't tell you if there's a ghoul or goblin living in the crawl space.
I'm just not required to.
Oh, you will? Wow.
Yeah, I said that. I would like to disclose that information, but under Michigan law, you are not required to. So I did not know that. I figured you have to be, but unless I'm getting that answer wrong, it's probably wrong. It's probably you're required to, but we'll keep going with the wrong true statements.
I think if you have a goblin in your crawl space, that's a major problem, and you probably have to disclose that. Same with like black mold or something,
Yeah, it seems like, right? Yeah, black mold, lead paint. Lead paint's a big one. That's federally, that's nationwide. You can't get away from that one.
Black mold, lead paint, asbestos ceilings, and you got a goblin in your crawl space. Sorry.
Here you go. Here's your house.
Here's the number of a real great exorcist that I recommend.
Mm-hmm.
I think that wraps it up. We'll see you next time, I hope.
Sure.
Bye-bye.
Bye.